here to talk about his own experience of is a lab company member. Trence Wilson-Gillem, who is a Cornell senior and joined us this summer. Come on up, Trence.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name's Trence, like she just said.
I hope I pronounced your last name correctly. I forgot to ask you.
No, it was perfect. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks.
So this summer I spent here in Ithaca at the lab company, and honestly, it was one of the most just enriching experiences that I could have had. My transition into live theater is kind of really late in my life. Growing up, I played a lot of sports. I wrestled, and I came into Cornell and I wrestled. And when I first started off my Cornell career, I didn't exactly know what I was doing. I was taking classes in computer science and economics and things like that, and I just didn't really feel like I fit. And my junior year, I switched into Cornell's PMA, which is Performing and Media Arts program, and I kind of fell in love with acting, and that was kind of after I stopped doing sports and things like that, and I had some time to really figure out what it is I wanted to do with my life. And I heard about the Hangar lab company from one of my professors, and I auditioned and I got in, and I was just so happy to finally be able to do something in the summer and have this opportunity to act and be around all these amazing people. And so before this summer, I had never actually performed on stage before, and it was just such an amazing experience. My first play was Lost Girl. I played Slightly, one of the Lost Boys. Then I played the Tin Woodman and the Wonderful Wizard of Oz. And then I was Tiresias in the Bacchae 2.1. And each experience was just an incredible experience on its own, like working with different directors and seeing how they go about their processes and things like that. And working with a lot of the actors who were also in the lab company with me. They had a lot of experience that I was able to learn from, and I just kind of got some insight into their processes of how they would approach a role and things like that. And I think that being able to be in such a program like this was just such an invaluable experience. Like, I will remember this experience for the rest of my life. Like, I am going to be applying to MFA programs this winter to pursue acting professionally. Thank you. And coming close, because I graduate this December, and I was like, I'm not really sure what I want to do with my life, and I'm so thankful to have had this program, because now I have a clear goal and a clear vision of the path that I want to take with my life, and I'm just so thankful to have Shirley and RJ, everybody have me here, and this summer was just great. And I kind of want to speak a little bit towards the things that I did learn. So, aside from the plays themselves, where we had our rehearsals and everything, they had the workshops, as I think RJ was the one who mentioned it. And one of the most valuable things that I remember was having the intimacy workshop, and just that workshop in and of itself allowed everybody in the company to know what it means to have safe practices, and like, people's bodies and their boundaries, they change day by day. And so it's good to be able to have that check-in with your scene partner. If you're doing an intimate scene, you check in, you make sure everything's okay, because you don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. And I think that's one of the great changes that I've been seeing in theaters just overall. They want to make the practices a lot safer for everyone. We also did we had a clown workshop where we learned some different clown techniques. We did some Shakespeare workshops. We had a dance workshop with one of the actors from The Realness who came in and showed us some choreography from Hamilton. That was a super fun time. The main theme of tonight is how theater adds value to life. And the most memorable experience I had this summer was not even a play that I was in. We were watching Elephant and Piggy, which is one of the kids' shows that we put on. And I remember being in the crowd and just having such a great time. We were doing all the waves and things that they were having the kids do to us, or they're having the kids do, but all of us, the lab company members, we were all doing it, and we were all into it, and it was just so much fun. And I remember thinking wow, I feel so amazing and so happy in this moment, and I just want to be able to give that feeling to other people. And so that's why I would like to pursue theater and pursue acting further as a professional, because that feeling of joy is just unmatched. And honestly can't even really put it into words of how great it felt. And I remember after doing The Wizard of Oz, which was another kids show, we had a bunch of kids who came up to us after the show telling us how much they loved it and everything, and it was just so sweet. Like, my heart was so warm, and just the experience of being able to put on a show and put a smile on people's faces is just unmatched feeling. So I'm very grateful to have had this experience, and I look forward to continuing on in the future. Thank you.